Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I told you in my last video I would show you what I'd done with this one, this particular folder that we made. So I'm going to unfold it here. The front, I put a girl in, I don't know, she could be a bride. She's got trail of flowers. Anyway, I put some flowers on there, some lace, put her on there. The inside, oh, I didn't put anything in that pocket. I didn't put a tag in there. I'll stick that in there for now. Anyway, writing space, tag to go in there. There's a tag in here. And this I made into a little surprise fold out. I thought it'd be fun to flip that out and have a little surprise in there. There are tags in this middle one here, and I decorated it. I put a family picture on this one. And on the other side we have this one, and I didn't find anything small enough to put in here. I've got to make something. But I put this in here, and it's one of these that we made a while ago that comes out like that. You unfold it and it comes out a picture. I like interactive things. And then there's a tag on this side. I decorated this and put a tag here, and a stamp here, and a tag over here. So that one's done. And this one, I still don't know whether you can see the pearls on it. I'm hoping you can. I don't know. Hopefully you can see the pearls, but there's pearls on the front. I didn't want to stay shut, so I made a little hidden paper clip. And when I say little, I mean little. I didn't want it to be very big. I didn't want it to take over. So it's little. And I put a tag in here. I didn't put one in here, didn't find a small enough one, and didn't make one. There's tags in this spot here that don't want to come out now. There. I haven't put any tops on any of these tags. Don't know whether I will. This I don't think will stay there. It doesn't match. But I put it in to show that it would hold a tag. And then there's this one that I made for double pockets. So we have a pocket on each side of the center. This went in this pocket. Like I said, I don't know whether all these tags will stay in this or not. And this one went in this pocket. And on this side, we have a pocket and a little 2-page tablet to write on. This could have something on it, or it could be written on probably. And we fold that back up and put our little hidden paper clip on it, and we're done. There we go. I have a lot of papers that are cutoffs from my 8.5 or my 12 by 12s that I didn't want to be 12 by 12. I wanted it to be 8.5 by 11. So I have all these cutoffs, and I thought I would make a couple of masterboards out of them. Oh, I have all kinds of things in here. Some of these scraps are big enough to use for tags and stuff, so I'm not going to use those for this, and these might be big enough for tags, so I probably shouldn't take those out either. Let's see. I do have another small one here, so I'm just going to start gluing these down. I don't know what order I'm going to put them in or anything. I don't want to plan it. I just want to do it. So I need a glue page. And this paper is not 8.5 by 11. It's 14 by 9. 14 by 9 inches. I think it's 14. No, it's 12 by 9. it's bigger than what you would normally use. And I'm just going to put some glue stick on it, even though I don't trust the glue stick to keep it down. I'll have to probably use regular glue after I get it dried to put stuff on it. But I'm just going to use this for a backing. I could use a file folder so they'd be heavier tags. Probably should have done that. But we're already started, so we'll just continue this. How is everybody? I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's safe and well. There's stuff going around. Everybody's getting sick. They said there weren't very many people at church on Sunday because there's been so much illness, they assumed. But then it's also summer and people are off. And I'm not going to put these crosswise. I'm going to put them cattywampus. I don't want this to be a normal looking thing. Which means I need to put glue on the whole thing probably. So I've been doing my water aerobics this week. I wasn't able to do them last week because I was sick. And Monday I came home and thought I was going to just pass out on the floor or something. I was so sore, so tired and so sore. Tuesday it was better. Yesterday it was better, except we ended up with thunder and lightning in the middle of our thing, and some of them didn't get out. I did. I got out. I don't know. I was always taught if there's thunder and lightning, you don't stay in the water. So I got out. And so I'm stayed in till the end. It was almost the end anyway. But, you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I got out. And I don't regret that. And then today I went back and worked out the exercises that I'm supposed to do for my knee to get it to bend better. And it is doing better. When I first started driving again, I had to put my truck seat all the way back to get my leg in, to get my knee bent to get it in. Now I don't have to do that. So it's doing better, which is wonderful. Like I said, I'm not going to do these in any kind of order. I'm just doing them. Some of them are longer than others. Maybe I should have taken that into consideration, but I didn't. And I'll glue some pieces in there eventually. Move that over there. Oh, that's a solid one. I don't know whether I want a solid one on here. That one's kind of wide. It probably could be used for tags, but we'll put it on anyway. I've got plenty of pieces to use for tags. And, oh, here's a pretty one. And I'm thinking I probably really should have done this on a file folder so it's heavier on thicker paper or something. Okay, this one's going to need pieces at the end of it too. It's going to need to be pieced. Maybe I should have done that anyway. Pieced them on. Maybe the next one I'll piece them so that they're not the same thing all the way up. That would be okay, wouldn't it? Except this one needs to be moved over a little bit. And that is definitely not a straight cut on that one. All right, let's see. Oh, this one's a long one. We'll put this one next. That is a crooked cut, that one next to it. Oh well. It'll work out in the end. Here's a nice one. These papers were so beautiful that I got from Temu. I just was thrilled with them. They're beautiful papers. They're going to make great journal pages. Okay, I want something different on this end. Keep getting some of the same things. Oh, let's maybe put this one up here. It'll take up a good portion of it. Okay. And what it doesn't take up, I can put over on the other side maybe. When I first saw people doing masterboards, I thought they had to be done a certain way, and I've discovered that you can do them just about any way you want to, with any papers you want. I think magazine pages would work well for a masterboard, as would a lot of other things. And yep, I need a little piece right down here. I'm not going to get the glue stick in there. I'm just going to use some glue. It dried up on me over here. And it probably wouldn't have stuck on the edges anyway, knowing glue stick, my glue stick anyway. I know some people like their glue sticks. I don't like this one much at all. Okay, this is just going to need a little tiny piece there. Just a little piece. Cover up that corner. And I think I'll just use it to cover up this corner too. If it's wide enough. Maybe it's not wide enough. Oh, that'll work. We can work around that, make the tag shape up there. Okay, now the other parts. Let me see, I need a little narrow one for here. That matches. I don't want to do that. I don't want it to match. Ooh, let's use this one. I'll put this one here. And I need corners over here. So I might as well put this one on this corner. I hope I'm in view of the camera. This is going to make an interesting masterboard, and hopefully it'll dry fairly fast so I can cut it up into tags and things. Let's see here. Oops, I got two pieces. Okay, let's use this one. I haven't used that on there. And we'll cut that off. And I need a little piece here. I don't think I want to put that one. It's too close to the other one. I have so many. My goodness, and I can't make up my mind. Okay, this one will work before the glue dries. I have a fan going in here. It's been so hot. And for some reason this room just stays hot. The air conditioner doesn't seem to do much in here. And in the winter I have to wear a sweater or something because it's so cold. All right, I'm gonna press down on this side and hope it works. And I'm gonna try and find a file folder for the rest of it. I don't think I want to mess with this. Or a piece of, oh, I have somewhere, this was a misprint, and I might as well just glue across on it. Glue some of these onto it, huh? I think I'll start with one that sort of fits. Yep. And I'm just going to put the glue on this. This is cardstock, that's why I'm using it. we go. You know, sometimes you have the weirdest dreams. I fell asleep in my recliner today. I was waiting for my ibuprofen to work so I could go and do my exercises because my knee was hurting. So I was sitting in the recliner playing some video games and listening to a book on tape. And I was dreaming that I was at somebody's house and their children were trying to sleep. And my book was bothering everybody and I couldn't get it to turn down. I had a book on tape I was listening to at their house and I couldn't get it to turn down. I said, I just don't know how to get this to turn the sound down. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to do with it. And when I woke up, guess what? It was my book that was making the noise. Oh, goodness. Okay, that one I made all the way across. And I wasn't going to do that, was I? I was going to try and piece them a little bit. So let's piece some. See how this one turns out pieced. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it'll work out okay. And the glue I'm using is this Nuvo stuff I got from Amazon. I've seen a lot of people using it and they seem to like it, and I like it. It's just about the same as the art glitter glue, except it gives you a little bit of time to move things around if you need to. Now these don't quite match, but I can fix that. One's a little wider than the other, but I can pretty much fix that, I think. And I should be burnishing these down to spread the glue out. I guess school's gonna start soon. I don't know, sometime in August. They've got all this stuff out for school at Walmart, telling everybody to get their stuff bought. For school. Let's see here. I don't think I want to put the whole thing down here either. I only have one grandchild in school. He's in high school. I have a little great-granddaughter that'll be starting kindergarten this year. I don't know what she's going to require for school. She went to preschool last year. This year she's going to kindergarten. She's excited. When she first started school, when it first came time for her to start school, she didn't want to go to school. She was not going to go to school. No. And then she decided she liked it. Isn't that funny what kids do? What they think. Okay, now I want something to go up here. Probably end up with two up here. And I'm putting it on the strips now because it's getting to where they need to go over the tops of some of the other things. Doing them like this in pieces. But I kind of like it. I think it's going to look interesting. Oh, I didn't go up far enough on this one. Stuff stuck to it too. I'm going to go ahead and trim the back of it off. These pieces off. Some of them I can use, some of them are going to have to go in the trash. I should have got out my cutter and done this. That would have been easier, wouldn't it? Oh well. I'm almost halfway done now. hope the other one's dry because I'm going to start cutting it up. To see how it'll work. Okay, I'm just going to move all those over, out of my way for right now. This one's still wet. I think I'll let it dry a little bit before I use it, before I cut it up. And this one, I think this one's just about dry. And I'm going to cut this with the scissors because of its length, it won't fit into my cutter. How big do I want my tags? I think probably 3 inches is the biggest I would want them. Maybe 2.5. 2.5 inch tags? I think so. Oops, that one's going to need to be glued on. And this one didn't cut through all the way. Get that back on the corner and probably use that for the top of a tag, but oh well. I'll put the paper back on it for right now anyway. All right. I think we'll do them at 2.5 inches. I think that's a good size for tags to be. And what do I have left here? I have just over 5, so 2.5 for this one, and the last one will be bigger. Maybe I ought to make them 3. A couple of them 3 inches. Yeah, they can always be cut down, right? Oh, that's way bigger than 3. Well, that's okay. We'll keep that one the way it is. That might work for a pocket. Okay. Now, how tall do I want them? I'm going to need to open this up to see how tall they are. Well, I know they're 9 inches. Hello. Okay, so 4.5. And these other two I'll cut at 4.5. Now, I better cut them separate. Doesn't look like they're cut even to me, but I guess we'll find out. I may have cut them crooked. That wouldn't surprise me, even with a cutter. I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, and if I make pockets out of this one, just half of this would be my pocket size. 4.5, because my pages are about 5 inches, so I don't want bigger than that. Those make nice pockets. Okay, let's see if the other one is dry enough to cut, and I think it probably is. Now this should be 8.5 by 11. Yep, it's 11, so I have, no, I'm going to do 2.5 till I run out of. Now these being 8.5, they could be tall tags. And sometimes we need tall tags. And this one is just over 3 inches, so I can use that I want one that big? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a minute. We'll see what we want to do with them. Yes, and these on this backing paper aren't heavy duty enough, really. They're going to need something else on them when I use them, but right now they'll be okay, I think. And I have my corner cutter thing here to use for my tag. My Walmart gift card. Or you took any returns and they couldn't find a receipt for you. Okay. I think one of these I'll just round the corners on. But this one I'm going to do this way. And I think I might embellish them a little bit too. Why not? We can embellish them. Okay. I don't know that you need to see all of this, so I'll probably delete some of this out of the video. All right, all my scraps are put away. So I think I'd like to do something with this one. It's the largest one, and I can see all kinds of things on it. And of course I'm going to go for my pretty girls first. See what I can come up with there. I have some purple in it, so purple would be okay. She's going to have to be on something else, though. With something else. Guess I could have two on there, huh? Along with some other things. Let's see what we can find to put on there. I have a couple of tickets here. This is violet on it. That's perfect. And this one doesn't, but it's not bad. This one's a small kind of a number. That would be okay. And I'm thinking maybe a flower. I know I have some purple flowers. Lots of purple flowers. I have pansies back here. I have other things. I don't use my pansies very often. Maybe I'll put a couple of pansies on here. I don't want exactly the same thing. I need a different pansy. Or a totally different flower. Oh, I want this much stuff on there. It might be a little overdone. Yep, I don't think I want the extra flower on it. But we could use a butterfly. We can, oh, look at that. No. We'll save those for another time. I keep wanting to come out of their pocket. I need to make bigger pockets, I guess. or find some way to put them some other way. Maybe a white butterfly. Okay, we can do that. I don't think the two girls look too bad on there. Might be a little much, but I don't think it is. And I am going to ink my ticket and tag, of course. My ticket and my numbers. I will ink the tags before I use them, but I'm not going to do that for you to watch. But these I need to do before I glue them down. Okay. Now, do I want that below it? No, I think I want that up. Let's see. How do I want to do these? Maybe I don't want two girls on there. Let's see. Maybe. I know I want this on there. I'm going to put this on. And I don't know which one I want. I think I want this one, like I had originally on the bottom there. That was an easy peel off. And then what do I want? Put the flower to go right there. Or I just had an idea from looking at that where there's a little gap there. I have another idea of what to do with these. That'll be my next video. I'm not sure of the placement of these, but I guess we'll find out if it works or not. Oh, that one came off easy too. I don't know what's going on. They usually don't work that well. Well, I think I want the butterfly down here like that. And then I'll end up putting something on the top, a ribbon or something. And that one's going to have to get back with some writing paper. Let's maybe do one more. Maybe put the girl on this one. Let's see if I have a pink flower or something that I would like to put on it. Oh, I didn't take these out of the package. I thought I'd emptied all of them out of the packages. Okay. And here I have another tag shape. But I don't think I'm going to take that out right now. I kind of like that. I wonder if I've got something in here that's a little more purpley than the pink. Oh yeah. don't know if I like that one as much or not. Kind of gets hidden away, doesn't it? Okay, that's what we'll do, is those two. And I'll get a ticket or a number or something on there. Put that back in there. Take the tag shape out. Oh, they all want to come out with it. Ooh, that's even better. That shows up even better. All right. We'll do those. And these have these little button things in them. That's what those are, is buttons. I didn't realize what they were when I was looking at the packages. Little button shapes, some of them. Some of them aren't, I don't think. Oh, come on. Back in. There you go. Let's get maybe a number on here. Do I have a number that's goes with it? Not really. Now my numbers want to fly out of my box. Well, we could put that down there. That'll work. And I think I'm done for demonstrating, and you guys can figure it out for yourselves what you want to do with them. And I know you can come up with some great ideas. This will work with scraps, or you could do magazine pages and cut them on the diagonal, cut them in strips and then put them in on the diagonal. I know there's some pretty magazine pages out there. I don't happen to have any of them right now, but I know there's some out there. Or I would show you how to do them with the magazine page too. Cut them, glue them down, and use them for tags. And what is a junk journal but junk? So that would work quite well. I'm really getting stuck on these girls, aren't I? But I've got so many of them, I feel like I need to use what I have instead of getting more stuff. Okay, look at that. That's pretty. And that'll end up with a topper on it also. So here we have 2 decorated tags and a whole bunch more that aren't decorated. Oops, and a piece that didn't get put away. And a couple of pockets. These will work great for pockets. I think they're going to make great pockets. And if I don't use them for pockets, I can certainly use them for, make them into tags, narrower tags or something. And the rest of these will get decorated at some point and used. Oh, I didn't even cut down the corners on that one yet. Anyway, they'll all get used. Now I have lots of things to go with the papers that I have. This is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed and all of you who have watched my videos. I hope you'll consider giving me a thumbs up for this one. And you could always do what I do. I don't know about what other people do, but when I watch a video, any kind of video on YouTube, I just give them a thumbs up before I start it. I may not finish watching it, but I figure it doesn't hurt to give them a thumbs up, because we all need to be said, okay, you're fine. And everybody on YouTube that does videos needs all the support they can get with the thumbs up. It counts for things. I don't get any money from it. I know some people do, but I haven't yet. Maybe someday. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.